So another really cool tidbit was that Martha Stewart reviewed your business plan while you guys were in prison. How did you guys meet?
Okay, I had once the word was out that Martha Stewart was coming to federal prison. She was coming to Alderson, West Virginia, and she was starting her sentence such and such a day. So I happened to call home this particular day, and when I called home, they said, Wahida, Mark is my agent. He said, Martha Stewart is coming there. He used to date her niece, and he said when she gets there, tell her, introduce yourself and tell her that I said blah, 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 blah. He gave Martha a message that when she came to the prison to look up me, Wahida Clark, and tell me blah, 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 blah. So when she got to the prison that very first evening, she sent for me, and we met each other and gave each other the messages, and so that's how I met Martha. Small world, right?
It's a small world.
Small world.
So your history has served as the basis for which you have been able to write your novels. As you see your life transition into a more positive direction, does it become harder to write for a certain audience? How do you manage to stay connected to your core audience with a lifestyle change?
That's what imagination kicks in. They say, well, you have to experience the stuff, the street stuff to be able to write a street book. But with me, I use experience. I grab from what's around me, and I have an imagination. So to still connect with my readers, luckily I have a series, so it sort of helps the process, because just take off from where you left off previously. So the series help, and then you got to use that imagination.
How did you link up with Cash Money?
Again, my agent, agent extraordinaire. During the time that my contract was getting ready to end from my last book deal, he said, Wahida, Baby is a big fan of yours. I said, Baby? He said, yeah, Baby, he reads your book. I said, Baby, Cash Money Millionaires, Baby, that Baby? So he said, yeah. I said, well, he said, they're starting a publishing. He said, they're starting a publishing company. It's going to be called Cash Money Content. I said, come on now. He said, yes, and they want to meet with you. So he set up the meeting. I met with him and asked him why are they doing this? Are they really serious about it? And Slim said yes, and it's going to be big. And I believed him when he said it, and that was it. I was in after that.
So was it a long process between the time where you guys first started meeting with Baby to the time everything?
Right. And it was a long process, because when I first met him, I was still finishing my last book, even though it was the last book for my to end my contract. I hadn't even wrote it, so I had to kick that bad boy out.
And so is this your first novel on Cash Money?
Justify My Thug, Cash Money. CMC shout out. They are so lucky though to have Justify My Thug, the most highly anticipated book of 2011, as their first fiction release.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.